and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that holds many people back from achieving their true potential: excuses. Excuses are the silent killers of dreams, the invisible barriers that stop us from reaching success. They are easy to make, comforting in the moment, but in reality, they steal our opportunities and waste our potential. Think about it. How many times have you heard someone say, "I don't have time," "I'm not good enough," or "it's too difficult"? These phrases may sound harmless, but they form a mindset of limitation. Every excuse is a step away from success. The more we justify an action, the more we delay progress. The truth is, no successful person in history ever reached greatness by making excuses. Instead, they found ways to overcome obstacles, adapt to challenges, and keep moving forward despite difficulties. Excuses give us a temporary escape from responsibility, but in the long run, they leave us with regret. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is the ability to push past excuses and take action. Success demands discipline, commitment, and the courage to face challenges head-on. In this speech, we will explore why excuses are the biggest enemies of success, how they affect our lives, and most importantly, how we can break free from them to achieve greatness. Remember, every excuse we eliminate brings us one step closer to our goals. It's time to stop making excuses and start making progress. Life is full of challenges. No one is exempt from difficulties, setbacks, or obstacles. Whether it's financial struggles, lack of resources, personal hardships, or even self-doubt, we all face roadblocks on our journey to success. However, the defining difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of challenges. It is the way they respond to them. Winners understand that challenges are a part of life. Instead of using them as excuses to give up, they see them as opportunities to grow. They do not allow difficulties to define them. They use them to build resilience. Every great leader, athlete, entrepreneur, and artist has faced moments of struggle. The difference is that they refuse to let those struggles stop them. Take the story of Thomas Edison, for example. He failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Most people, poverty, abuse, and numerous rejections early in her career. Many in her position might have accepted defeat and settled for a mediocre life, but she chose to keep going, to rise above her circumstances, and to work harder than ever. Today, she is one of the most successful and influential people in the world. The truth is, winners do not have easier lives than others. They experience the same hardships, fears, and struggles, but instead of complaining or finding reasons to quit, they ask themselves, how can I overcome this? They take responsibility for their actions and find solutions instead of excuses. Discipline, on the other hand, is the foundation of all achievement. It is the ability to stay committed even when motivation fades. It is waking up early to train when others are sleeping, staying focused when distractions are tempting, and pushing through discomfort when giving up seems easier. Success does not come from occasional bursts of effort. It comes from daily habits of discipline. Consider the story of Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He was cut from his high school basketball team, but instead of making excuses or blaming others, he used the setback as fuel to train harder. He developed a relentless work ethic, practicing longer and pushing himself beyond his limits. His discipline turned him into a legend. Or look at J.K. Rowling, who faced countless rejections before Harry Potter became a global success. She could have given up, made excuses about bad luck, or blamed the publishers who turned her down. Instead, she disciplined herself to keep writing and improving her work. That discipline eventually led her to worldwide success. Think about the most successful people in any field: athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, or innovators. Did they reach the top by explaining why they couldn't succeed? No. They got there by focusing on results, by showing up every day, and by refusing to let obstacles define them. The truth is, life is not fair. Some people start with advantages while others face more challenges, but success does not care about where you start. It only cares about what you do with what you have. It does not care if you were tired, if you lacked motivation, or if you faced difficulties. At the end of the day, all that matters is whether you took action or not. Or look at Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes in history. She trained harder than anyone else, stayed disciplined even in the face of injuries, and never let setbacks stop her. She didn't let excuses dictate her career. Her results did. Even in everyday life, the same rule applies. A student who studies hard and earns top grades will be rewarded, while another who makes excuses about being too busy or tired will fall behind. A business person who puts in the effort and adapts to challenges will succeed, while another who blames the market or external factors will fail. One of the most defining traits of successful people is their willingness to take full responsibility for their actions. They do not blame others, their circumstances, or external factors for their failures. Instead, they own their decisions, learn from their mistakes, and take control of their future. This mindset separates leaders from followers, achievers from complainers, and winners from those who give up. Excuses are easy. They shift the blame to someone or something else, making it seem as if we are powerless. But the moment we start blaming others, we give away our control. If we believe that our success is determined by outside forces, we will always feel stuck. However, when we take responsibility, we regain control of our choices, actions, and outcomes. Consider the story of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He faced financial struggles and had only $7 in his pocket when his dream of becoming a professional football player collapsed. He could have blamed bad luck, given up, and settled for an average life. Instead, he took responsibility for his future, worked tirelessly, and reinvented himself. Today, he is one of the most successful actors and entrepreneurs in the world. These statements may feel comforting, but they only create a cycle of inaction and regret. When you take full responsibility for your life, you gain the power to change it. You stop waiting for luck or perfect conditions, and you start taking action to create your own success. If you want to succeed, stop making excuses and start taking ownership. Accept that your actions determine your future. The moment you take responsibility for your choices is the moment you take control of your destiny. Is Steve Jobs. After being fired from Apple, the company he co-founded, he didn't spend time blaming others or complaining about unfair treatment. Instead, he took full responsibility, learned from the experience, and eventually returned to Apple to lead one of the greatest business comebacks in history. His ability to take ownership of his failures and turn them into lessons helped shape the modern world of technology. Success is blind to excuses. It does not care about what went wrong or why something didn't happen. It only acknowledges those who make things happen. Excuses are not just words we use to avoid responsibility. They are often a mask for something deeper. Fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of hard work, and even fear of success itself. Instead of admitting that we are afraid, we create excuses to justify inaction. We convince ourselves that we are too busy, that the timing isn't right, or that we don't have the resources, when in reality we are simply scared to take the next step. Fear is a natural human emotion. Everyone feels it. But successful people do not allow fear to control them. Instead of using it as an excuse, they acknowledge it, face it, and move forward despite it. They understand that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to take action in spite of it. Think about some of the greatest achievers in history. They all faced fear, but they refused to let it stop them. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. Instead of letting fear hold him back, he created an empire that continues to inspire millions. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Instead of giving in to self-doubt, she became one of the most influential media personalities in the world. Elon Musk risked everything when he invested his last dollars into Tesla and SpaceX. He could have played it safe, but he chose to take the risk and change the world in the process. These are not reasons, they are fears in disguise. But the truth is, you will never feel completely ready. The perfect moment will never come. The only way to grow is to start, to take risks, and to face fear head on. Comfortable. But comfort zones are where dreams go to die. Growth only happens when you step beyond fear and push yourself toward the unknown. So the next time you catch yourself making an excuse, ask, is this a real limitation or am I just afraid? If fear is the answer, then you know what you must do. Face it, push past it, and move forward. Because success does not wait for the fearful. It rewards the brave. Talent is a gift, but it is not enough to guarantee success. The world is filled with talented people who never achieve their dreams because they rely on their natural abilities while making excuses to avoid hard work. Meanwhile, those who may not be as naturally gifted but are willing to put in the effort surpass them every time. Hard work, persistence, and dedication always win over talent that refuses to be disciplined. How many times have we seen athletes with incredible potential fail because they didn't train hard enough? How many students with high intelligence never reach their goals because they procrastinate? How many gifted artists, writers, or musicians never succeed because they make excuses instead of putting in the hours to master their craft? On the other hand, we also see examples of people who may not have started with great talent, but worked relentlessly to achieve greatness. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best football players in history, not because he was the most naturally gifted, but because he outworked everyone else. His training, discipline, and relentless pursuit of improvement made him a legend. Kobe Bryant was known for his Mamba mentality, waking up at 4 a.m. to practice while others slept. Many players had natural talent, but very few worked harder than him, and that's why he became one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Stephen King received dozens of rejection letters before his first novel was published. He could have given up, blaming publishers or doubting his ability. Instead, he kept writing, improving, and pushing forward until he became one of the most successful authors in history. Talent can make things easier at the start, but without hard work, it leads nowhere. The difference between success and failure is not how talented you are, it is how hard you are willing to work. Excuses are the downfall of talent. A talented person who says, "I'll do it tomorrow," will always be beaten by a less talented person who works hard today. The person who practices, improves, and keeps going despite obstacles will always achieve more than someone who waits for things to come easily. So, if you have talent, don't waste it with excuses. If you feel you lack talent, don't worry, outwork those who have it. Success does not belong to the most gifted, it belongs to the most determined. And one of the hardest truths to accept in life is that no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success, push you forward, or make sure you achieve your dreams. If you want to succeed, you have to take full responsibility for your future and do the work yourself. Too often, people wait for the perfect opportunity, the right mentor, or some external force to change their lives, to take it easy, but they chose the hard work instead. Thomas Edison didn't stop working on the light bulb after his first few failures. He kept going through thousands of attempts. Imagine if he had made the excuse, "Maybe I'm not meant to invent this." The world would have remained in darkness much longer. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson could have blamed his tough upbringing for his struggles, but instead he used discipline and hard work to become one of the most successful actors and entrepreneurs in the world. Elon Musk could have said building electric cars is too risky and walked away, but instead he put in the work and changed the auto industry forever. The difference between people who struggle and those who succeed is their willingness to sacrifice temporary comfort for long-term challenge in life comes with two choices: find a way or find an excuse. Successful people take action while others justify why they can't. Excuses are a mindset, not a reality. The moment you stop looking for excuses and start looking for solutions, your life changes. Every goal requires effort. Those who succeed don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it through action. Excuses sound good, but they don't move you forward. Solutions, no matter how small, keep you progressing towards success. No one is coming to save you. The moment you take full responsibility for your actions, you take control of your future. Many excuses are rooted in fear, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of difficulty, but courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting despite it. Motivation fades, but discipline keeps you going. Winners push through even when they don't feel like it. History is full of people who had every reason to make excuses, but found a way instead to grow it. Serena Williams didn't wait for someone to push her to become the best. She trained every day, committed herself fully, and dominated the sport through sheer determination. Elon Musk didn't wait for someone to make electric cars or space travel a reality. He took the initiative and did the work himself. These people didn't have an easier path than anyone else. They simply understood that their success was their responsibility, and no excuse could replace the work that needed to be done. If you want to succeed, stop looking for shortcuts. Stop waiting for someone to open doors for you. Stop expecting others to push you forward. You are the only one who can change your life. You have to wake up early, stay disciplined, learn new skills, take risks, and keep pushing even when things get tough. Think about it. When you skip the gym today because you're too tired, tomorrow your body remains weak. When you put off studying because you don't feel like it, tomorrow you struggle with poor grades. When you avoid starting a new project because the timing isn't right, tomorrow you are still in the same place, no closer to success. Excuses create a cycle of regret. They trick you into thinking that delaying action is harmless, but in reality, they only push you further away from your goals. Successful people understand this, which is why they choose discipline over comfort. The easy path today: choosing excuses, avoiding discomfort, and delaying action. This leads to struggles, regrets, and missed opportunities in the future. path today, choosing discipline, effort, and commitment. This leads to success, confidence, and a life of fulfillment. People who have achieved great things, they face the same temptations to take it easy, but they chose the hard work instead. Thomas Edison didn't stop working on the light bulb after his first few failures. He kept going through thousands of attempts. Imagine if he had made the excuse, maybe I'm not meant to invent this. The world would have remained in darkness much longer. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson could have blamed his tough upbringing for his struggles, but instead he used discipline and hard work to become one of the most successful actors and entrepreneurs in the world. Elon Musk could have said building electric cars is too risky and walked away, but instead he put in the work and changed the auto industry forever. The difference between people who struggle and those who succeed is their willingness to sacrifice temporary comfort for long-term challenge in life comes with two choices: find a way or find an excuse. Successful people take action while others justify why they can't. Excuses are a mindset, not a reality. The moment you stop looking for excuses and start looking for solutions, your life changes. Every goal requires effort. Those who succeed don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it through action. Excuses sound good, but they don't move you forward. Solutions, no matter how small, keep you progressing towards success. No one is coming to save you. The moment you take full responsibility for your actions, you take control of your future. Many excuses are rooted in fear, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of difficulty, but courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting despite it. Motivation fades, but discipline keeps you going. Winners push through even when they don't feel like it. History is full of people who had every reason to make excuses, but found a way instead. From athletes to entrepreneurs, success stories are built on persistence. Every excuse delays your dreams. Every time you say, I can't, you push success further away. Excuses lead to regret. Action leads to progress. At the end of the day, you have a choice. Find a way or find an excuse. Choose wisely, because your future depends on it. Time is the most valuable resource we have, and how we use it reveals what truly matters to us. People often say, I don't have time. But the truth is, we make time for what's important to us. I don't have time is often just an excuse to avoid the discomfort of effort. People spend hours on social media, watching TV, or doing unproductive things, yet claim they have no time for self-improvement. If something is truly a priority, you won't need to find time, you'll create it. The busiest people in the world, CEOs, athletes, successful entrepreneurs, still find time for personal growth and their goals. They eliminate distractions and stay disciplined. Success doesn't come from having time, it comes from making time. Take a look at how you spend your day. Is it filled with meaningful actions or wasted moments? Your daily habits shape your future. If you don't prioritize your goals now, you'll regret it later. There will never be a perfect time. The only time you truly have is right now. We all have 24 hours in a day. How we use them makes the difference. Start by identifying time wasters and replace them with productive habits. Every single day we tell ourselves a story about who we are, what we're capable of, and what our future holds. Some of these stories empower us, but most of them limit us. We say, I'm not smart enough, I'm not lucky, or I'll never succeed. These are just stories created by fear, past experiences, and self-doubt. But here's the truth. The only thing stopping you is the story you tell yourself. Change your story, and you change your life. You are the author of your life. Your life is like a book, and every day you're writing a new page. But many people don't realize that they are the ones holding the pen. They let their past failures, fears, and other people's opinions write their story for them. If you believe that you're destined to struggle, that's exactly what will happen. If you believe that you can grow, succeed, and become the best version of yourself, you will make it happen. You are the author of your life, so why are you writing a story that holds you? We often create stories based on fear and self-doubt. I'm not good enough. I don't have the resources. I failed before, so I'll fail again. These are just lies. They feel real because we repeat them so often, but they are not facts. They are excuses disguised as truth. The moment you stop believing in these lies, you take your power back. Your mind believes whatever you tell it, whether it's true or not. If you keep saying, I can't do this, your brain will look for reasons to prove you right. But if you start saying, I will find a way, Your mind will shift into problem-solving mode. Your thoughts create your reality. Speak words of possibility, not limitation. If the story you tell yourself is negative, it's time to rewrite it. Instead of saying, I can't, start saying, I can and I will. Instead of saying, I'm not smart enough, start saying, I can learn anything with effort. Instead of saying, I'm not lucky, start saying, I create my own opportunities. The moment you change your story, you change your future. Many people let their past failures define them. They think, I failed before, so I'll fail again. But failure is not permanent, it's just feedback. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than they can count. What makes them different? They refuse to let their past control their future. Your past is just a lesson, not a life sentence. One of the most dangerous stories we tell ourselves is, I don't have the time, I don't have the resources, or it's not the right moment. These are just excuses wrapped in logic. There will never be a perfect moment. There will never be a time when you feel 100% ready. You either start now or you keep waiting forever. Limiting beliefs are invisible chains. They hold you back from your true potential. If you believe that success is for other people but not for you, you'll never take action. But the moment you shift your belief, when you tell yourself, success is for me and I deserve it, everything changes. Your beliefs shape your destiny. Change them, and you change everything. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. Everyone faces difficulties, but not everyone responds the same way. Some people take responsibility, find solutions, and keep pushing forward. Others, however, do nothing except complain. They blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck, but they never take action to change their situation. The truth is simple. Those who complain the most are usually the ones who do the least. It doesn't take any effort to complain. Anyone can sit around and talk about how unfair life is. They can blame the government, the economy, their boss, or their family. But what does that change? Nothing. Complaining may provide temporary relief, but it does not solve problems. Taking action, however, does. Those who want real change don't waste time complaining. They take steps to improve their situation. People who complain often have a long list of excuses. They say, I don't have time, I don't have money, or I don't have the right opportunities. But successful people have faced the same struggles and still found a way to rise above them. The difference is that winners focus on solutions while complainers focus on problems. If you always find excuses, you will never make progress. The moment you stop complaining and start taking responsibility, everything changes. Instead of saying, I can't, ask, how can I? Instead of blaming others, ask, what can I do to improve my situation? Success is not given, it is earned through hard work, persistence, and a willingness to take responsibility for your own life. Life will never be perfect, and obstacles will always exist. The difference between winners and losers is their mindset. Winners understand that challenges are part of the journey. When they face difficulties, they adapt, learn, and keep going. Losers, on the other hand, use challenges as an excuse to give up and complain. The world doesn't reward excuses, it rewards effort. Many people who complain believe that someone else should solve their problems. They wait for help, luck, or a perfect opportunity. But the reality is, no one is coming to save you. If you want success, happiness, or financial freedom, you have to go out and make it happen. The longer you wait and complain, the more opportunities you will miss. The good news is that anyone can change their life by taking action. It doesn't matter where you start, what matters is what you do next. Small steps lead to big results. Whether it's learning a new skill, working harder, or changing your mindset, every action you take brings you closer to success. You have two. Life is not easy. Everyone faces struggles, obstacles, and painful moments, but these tough situations are not meant to break you, they are meant to build you. Every successful person has gone through difficulties, but instead of running away, they face them head on. Strength is not developed in comfort, it is developed in struggle. If you want to become strong, don't run from challenges, embrace them. Think about the strongest people in history. Were they born strong? No. They became strong because they went through hardships and refused to give up. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity to grow. When life gets hard, you have two choices: run from the challenge or rise to the occasion. The more you face your struggles, the stronger you become. Many people try to escape their problems. They avoid difficult situations, they blame others, and they hope things will get better on their own. But problems don't disappear just because you ignore them. In fact, the more you run, the weaker you become. True strength comes from facing your fears, taking responsibility, and pushing through even when things seem impossible. No one enjoys pain, but pain is a part of growth. Think about working out in the gym. Lifting heavy weights is uncomfortable, but it makes you stronger. Life works the same way. Tough situations may hurt, but they shape you into someone who can handle anything. Pain is temporary, but the strength you gain from overcoming it will last a lifetime. Every successful person has faced failures, disappointments, and setbacks. But they didn't quit. They used their struggles as motivation to keep going. If you give up when things get hard, you will never reach your full potential. The people who win in life are the ones who refuse to back down, no matter how tough things get. Instead of seeing challenges as problems, see them as opportunities. Every time life knocks you down, get back up stronger. Every time you fail, learn from it and try again. Your struggles are not there to destroy you. They are there to make you unstoppable. Tough situations don't last, but tough people do. Strength is built through struggle, pain, and perseverance. So when life gets hard, don't run. Life is full of opportunities, but many people let them slip away because of fear, doubt, or laziness. They make excuses instead of taking action. Later in life, they look back and regret not trying, but no one ever regrets putting in the effort, even if they fail. Trying means growth, experience, and progress. Excuses, on the other hand, lead to nothing but wasted time and lost chances. Every time you make an excuse, you stop yourself from moving forward. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, I don't have enough time, or what if I fail? But these are just lies that keep you stuck. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time to start, and waiting will only make things harder. The more excuses you make, the further you get from your dreams. Many people don't try because they are afraid of failing. But failure is not the enemy, it is part of success. Every great achiever has failed multiple times before reaching their goals. What's worse than failure? Regret. Regret is knowing you had a chance but never took it. At least when you try, you learn, grow, and gain experience. But when you make excuses, you gain nothing. Look at any successful person in the world. They are not the ones who sat around making excuses. They are the ones who took action even when they were scared, uncertain, or unprepared. They understood that effort beats excuses every single time. If you want to change your life, you have to start right now. When you take action, you create opportunities. Even if one path doesn't work out, another door opens. The more you try, the more you learn about yourself, your strengths, and your passions. Excuses keep you stuck in the same place, but trying moves you forward. You never know what could happen if you just take the first step. One small decision to try can change your entire life. Whether it's starting a new business, learning a new skill, or working on your health, that first step is the hardest but the most important. No one ever says, I regret working hard for my dreams, but many people say, I wish I had tried when I had the chance. Don't let that be you. You will never regret trying, but you will regret making excuses. Time waits for no one, and every day you delay is a day you'll never get back. Stop making excuses, take that first step, and give your dreams a chance. The best time to start was yesterday, the second best time is now. Life is not always fair. Some people are born into wealth while others struggle just to survive. Some grow up in supportive families while others face challenges alone. But no matter where you start in life, your circumstances do not define you. What truly defines you are the choices you make every single day. You can either let your situation control you, or you can take control of your future through your decision. Many people blame their failures on their circumstances. They say, I wasn't given the same opportunities, I didn't have the right connections, or life is unfair. But if you look at the most successful people in the world, you'll see that many of them started with nothing. They didn't let their situation hold them back. They made choices that led them to success. Your current situation is only a starting point. It's your choices that determine where you go from here. When people allow their circumstances to define them, they become prisoners of their own excuses. They convince themselves that they can't succeed because of where they come from or what they've been through, but the truth is, as long as you keep making excuses, you will never move forward. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you can do. The moment you take responsibility for your choices, you take control of your future. No matter what has happened in your past, failure, struggles, or disappointments, it does not define who you are. What matters is what you do next. Every day is a new opportunity to make better choices. Many people have risen from poverty, failure, and hardship to create a life of success. They did not let their past dictate their future. Instead, they made a conscious decision to rise above it. Your circumstances might make things harder, but they don't make success impossible. Hard work, discipline, and the right mindset can overcome any obstacle. You may have to work harder than others, but that only makes you stronger. Every great success story is built on effort, persistence, and smart choices. You cannot always control what happens in life, but you can always control how you respond. Two people can go through the same hardship. One may give up while the other may use it as fuel to grow stronger. The difference is not in their circumstances, but in their choices. You have the power to choose resilience over weakness, action over excuses, and success over failure. Your circumstances do not define you, your choices do. No matter where you come from, no matter what you've been through, your future is in your hands. Stop blaming your situation. Take control and start making choices that will lead you to success. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your destiny. Everyone dreams of success, a better life, and achieving their goals. But dreaming alone is not enough. Many people never reach their full potential because they make excuses instead of taking action. They say, I don't have time, I don't have enough money, or I'll start tomorrow. But the truth is, excuses won't build your future, only action will. Every excuse you make is just a way to delay progress. You might convince yourself that you have a good reason to wait, but waiting won't get you anywhere. Time keeps moving, and every day wasted is a day you'll never get back. If you want to build your future, you have to stop making excuses and start making moves. No successful person got where they are by sitting around making excuses. They took risks, worked hard, and made things happen. Action creates opportunities, builds skills, and leads to results. Even if you fail, taking action teaches you valuable lessons. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Think about where you are right now. Are you where you want to be? If not, ask yourself, am I making excuses or am I taking action? People who complain about their situation but do nothing to change it will remain stuck. On the other hand, those who take action, even when it's difficult, will eventually succeed. Many excuses are driven by fear, fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of hard work. But fear is just an illusion. The only way to overcome it is through action. The more you take action, the more confident you become. Excuses make you weaker, but action makes you stronger. Some people wait for the perfect opportunity, the right time, or someone to help them. But the truth is, no one is coming to save you. If you want to change your life, you have to take responsibility and do it yourself. Success is not given, it is earned through effort and persistence. The best time to take action was yesterday. The second best time is today. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect time to start. Whether it's improving your health, learning a new skill, or working on your dreams, the time to act is now. Excuses won't build your future, only action will. You can spend your life complaining, blaming, and waiting, or you can take control, get to work, and create the life you want. The choice is yours. So stop making excuses, start taking action, and watch how your future transforms. Success is not about motivation, it is about discipline. Many people think that successful individuals are always inspired, always excited, and always ready to work. But the truth is, even the most successful people have days when they don't feel like doing anything. What separates them from the rest is that they push forward anyway. They don't wait for the right mood or perfect conditions. They take action no matter how they feel. Some days you will feel tired, some days you will feel discouraged, some days you won't feel like working hard. But successful people know that feelings come and go while actions create results. If you only work when you feel like it, you will never reach your full potential. The key to success is pushing forward even when you don't feel motivated. People who fail in life often say, I'll start tomorrow, I'm not in the mood, or I don't feel like it. But successful people don't make excuses. They make progress. They train their minds to do what needs to be done no matter how they feel. This is what separates winners from quitters. Every time you push yourself when you don't feel like it, you build mental strength. These small efforts add up over time and lead to massive results. Whether it's going to the gym, working on a business, or improving a skill, consistency is what matters. Success is not about one big moment. It is about showing up every day, even on the hard days. Many people think discipline is restricting, but in reality, discipline is what creates freedom. When you train yourself to work hard, no matter what, you gain control over your life. You rely on motivation, you rely on commitment. That's how successful people achieve greatness. If success were easy, everyone would have it, but only a few people reach their goals because they are willing to sacrifice comfort. They wake up early, work late, and push through challenges. They don't wait to feel ready. They take action and create their own success. Successful people don't wait for motivation. They don't rely on feelings. They push forward, even when it's hard, even when they're tired, even when they don't feel like it. That's what makes them different. If you want success, stop waiting for the perfect moment and start taking action, no matter how you feel. Life is tough. We all face challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But sometimes when we feel like giving up, we need to remind ourselves there's always someone who had even bigger struggles and still made it. No matter how difficult your situation is, someone else has been through worse, and they succeeded. If they could rise above their struggles, so can you. Many people use their hardships as an excuse to stop trying. They say, I have too many problems. I wasn't given the right opportunities, or life is unfair. But look around. There are people who had it even harder and still refuse to quit. The difference between success and failure is not the challenges you face, it's how you respond to them. History is full of people who came from nothing, faced impossible odds, and still succeeded. Many of the world's most successful individuals started in poverty, battled illnesses, or faced countless failures, but they didn't let their struggles define them. Instead, they used their hardships as fuel to push forward. Difficult times can either break you or make you stronger. The choice is yours. Some people allow struggles to defeat them, while others use them as motivation. When life gets hard, remember that every obstacle is shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. The most important factor in overcoming struggles is your mindset. If you believe your problems are too big to handle, you will stay stuck. But if you believe that no challenge is too great, you will find a way to rise. Success is not about having an easy life. It's about developing the mindset to push through anything. It's easy to look at successful people and think they had it easy, but the truth is everyone who's achieved something great has faced struggles. They felt fear, doubt, and exhaustion just like you. The difference, they kept going. The next time you feel like giving up, remember this. There's always someone who had bigger struggles and still made it. Your challenges are not the end of your journey. They are just part of your story. Keep pushing, keep fighting, and prove to yourself that you are stronger than your struggles. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. Everyone faces difficulties, but not everyone responds the same way. Some people take responsibility, find solutions, and keep pushing forward. Others, however, do nothing except complain. They blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck, but they never take action to change their situation. The truth is simple. Those who complain the most are usually the ones who do the least. It doesn't take any effort to complain. Anyone can sit around and talk about how unfair life is. They can blame the government, the economy, their boss, or their family. But what does that change? Nothing. Complaining may provide temporary relief, but it does not solve problems. Taking action, however, does. Those who want real change don't waste time complaining. They take steps to improve their situation. People who complain often have a long list of excuses. They say, I don't have time, I don't have money, or I don't have the right opportunities. But successful people have faced the same struggles and still found a way to rise above them. The difference is that winners focus on solutions while complainers focus on problems. If you always find excuses, you will never make progress. The moment you stop complaining and start taking responsibility, everything changes. Instead of saying, I can't, ask, how can I? Instead of blaming others, ask, what can I do to improve my situation? Success is not given, it is earned through hard work, persistence, and a willingness to take responsibility for your own life. Life will never be perfect, and obstacles will always exist. The difference between winners and losers is their mindset. Winners understand that challenges are part of the journey. When they face difficulties, they adapt, learn, and keep going. Losers, on the other hand, use challenges as an excuse to give up and complain. The world doesn't reward excuses, it rewards effort. Many people who complain believe that someone else should solve their problems. They wait for help, luck, or a perfect opportunity. But the reality is, no one is coming to save you. If you want success, happiness, or financial freedom, you have to go out and make it happen. The longer you wait and complain, the more opportunities you will miss. The good news is that anyone can change their life by taking action. It doesn't matter where you start, what matters is what you do next. Small steps lead to big results. Whether it's learning a new skill, working harder, or changing your mindset, every action you take brings you closer to success. You have two